Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for August 27th, 2012. It's the start of a new week. It's the last week of August. And it looks like we're going to get a little bit of hot weather into the northern mid-Atlantic for this week, but not for today. For today is all about scattered showers. And of course, the latest on Tropical Storm Isaac. Yes, it's still a tropical storm, and I'm going to discuss why in just a moment. So, what do we have in place over the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area? We have a few scattered showers moving through eastern Pennsylvania, approaching the Philadelphia metro. We have temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 60s over the northern interior to the lower to mid 70s along the coast. Temperatures ranging basically around 72 to 75 in the Philadelphia metro and 70 to 74 in the New York City metro. Otherwise, looking like a rather, pleasant morning for the most part for most locations. Variable cloud cover is in place. We have some moderate humidity levels in place as well, but nothing too overbearing yet. So then when we take a look at the latest radar, you can see we have these scattered showers moving through eastern Pennsylvania. Nothing too heavy, just brief heavy downpour, then they move through. Portions of, let's just say the upper Philadelphia metropolitan area, northern Philadelphia metropolitan area is seeing a little bit of a heavy downpour here. This is pretty impressive for this morning. But for the most part, we're not really dealing with any severe weather here. Now, once these showers lift through with an upper level disturbance, we have a next batch of showers. This is going to be more for tomorrow. So once this moves through, there will be an isolated threat for a shower in the afternoon for the rest of the region, but really nothing widespread, nothing significant. This again is mostly due to a mid-level disturbance. It's already starting to weaken. When we take a look at the latest infrared satellite picture, you can see here's our disturbance lifting north and east through the Philadelphia metro. Look for those heavier showers to lift up into north central New Jersey and northern New Jersey later on this morning and into southeastern New York, most likely the Hudson River Valley based on where this disturbance is moving. But those showers will be weakening as they move north and east. And then here's our cold front. Now our first boundary is already collapsing. Here's the second boundary right here. This is going to catch up to this cloud cover here as we have a trough moving through. Really, I don't expect much in the way of severe weather here, just some showers. And then, of course, we have our tropical storm down here starting to move towards the central Gulf Coast. When we take a look at the water vapor satellite picture, again, here's our mid-level disturbance. Here's an upper-level disturbance from this weekend that produced very heavy rain over Cape May, New Jersey. Rainfall ranging anywhere from 2 to 4 inches, some locations even up to 5 inches, some flash flooding did occur. That disturbance is exiting out into the Atlantic. Our other mid-level disturbances lifting northeast, and then here's our main cold front right here. Notice behind this cold front, very dry air is in place, a lot of sinking air. So once this cold front moves through tomorrow afternoon, we actually are going to be setting up for very pleasant weather conditions for the rest of the week. Warm, above normal temperatures, actually hot in some locations by the end of this week into Saturday, but no precipitation, so that's good. So let's talk about our tropical storm. Okay, we're going to dive down here, zoom in on the infrared satellite picture. As of 8 a.m., and it's currently 8:39 a.m. right now, we have a tropical storm with winds of 65 miles per hour, so it's a strong tropical storm. It's moving to the west-northwest at 14 miles per hour, but here's something interesting. It has a pressure of 988 millibars. Now, a pressure that low usually suggests a Category 1, maybe a Category 2 type hurricane. It's a pretty low pressure for a tropical storm. So what gives? Well, I actually talked about this in depth in the premium discussion for the tropical weather threat analysis. The reason why is because we have dry air still entrained into Tropical Storm Isaac. The low level pressure, the center, should I say, is right on the, I guess you call it the southeastern periphery of all these thunderstorms, okay? So it's not the most organized tropical low pressure system. It's certainly improved from the past several days, but it's not the most organized tropical low pressure system still. Also, we're seeing, because of that dry air, a disconnect between the pressure and the wind strength. Now, we saw the same thing that happened last year with Ivan. If you remember, the pressure was dropping like a rock, but the winds, well, it remained around a Category 1, Category 2 level. when if you take the pressure corresponding to winds, what it should have been up to a Category 3, possibly even a Category 4. It's because dry air is basically interacting at the mid-levels with this tropical system, and that's creating a disconnect between the pressure and the winds. Now, if that dry air kicks out, do not be surprised to see Isaac rapidly intensify and rapidly grow into a very strong hurricane. But right now, and frankly throughout the life of this tropical system, there has been no indication whatsoever of any type of rapid intensification occurring. Doesn't mean it can't happen. It just means right now I really don't see any support, any data, any observations to support a rapidly developing hurricane slamming into the central Gulf Coast. Of course, with these tropical low pressure systems, you always have to keep an eye on the development. But I think right now what we're looking at is a Category 1 hurricane moving towards the Mississippi Delta, towards around New Orleans, right around the Mississippi and Louisiana state line, and moving into the Gulf Coast. Probably, I'm thinking somewhere around Tuesday night, tomorrow night, into early Wednesday morning based on the latest model guidance. Taking a look at the graphics right now, it pretty much sets up with the NHC supporting a landfall around, let's say, Tuesday 12 a.m., Wednesday 1 a.m., somewhere in that time period. So we're going to keep an eye on Isaac and see how it develops. Of course, with these tropical low pressure systems, you always have to keep your guard up. So if you have any friends and family around Mississippi or Louisiana, or even off towards Alabama and Florida, especially around the Panhandle, just take precaution, be prepared at the very least for very heavy rainfall and strong gusty winds. Back in our neck of the woods, checking out the latest model guidance using the GFS model guidance for the Penn State UWall website, an excellent website for model guidance. Here we are this afternoon. Our hurricane's intensifying, or possibly a hurricane is intensifying in the Gulf of Mexico. Meanwhile, we continue to deal with disturbances over the northern mid-Atlantic with the threat for scattered showers. When we take a look here again, you can see scattered showers developing around the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. Here's our cold front over here around the Great Lakes. By tonight, that cold front will slowly inch to the east with the threat for scattered showers continuing. For tomorrow afternoon, again, another threat for more scattered showers as that cold front moves through. Meanwhile, Isaac approaches the Gulf Coast. For tomorrow evening, that cold front exits off the coast, so I'm expecting clearing skies for tomorrow evening if you have any plans. Meanwhile, Isaac starts to move into the Gulf Coast. By 1 a.m. tomorrow, Isaac is moving into Louisiana, and it could be intensifying, but we're going to, again, keep an eye on this tropical system. Meanwhile, over the northern mid-Atlantic, high pressure will be in control starting tomorrow night, continuing on through Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. High pressure in complete control. Now, one important thing with this high pressure system, as the high pressure system shifts off the coast, we're going to see winds shift to the southwest on Friday and Saturday. And what that basically means, as you can see the winds coming in from the southwest here, is that, well, we're going to see temperatures return to the mid-80s to lower 90s. And we're going to see an increase in humidity. Now you see this purple here? That means a lot of sinking air. So we're going to be dealing with dry conditions, warm temperatures. It's going to be relatively summer-like for the last weekend of, first weekend of September, last weekend of August, I guess you could say. So as the high-pressure system starts to give way on Saturday, we start to see a cold front approach. And for Sunday, a threat for scattered showers and some thunderstorms. Now, what's left of Isaac might actually be moving into the northern mid-Atlantic by Sunday night, producing some heavy rainfall. So something to keep an eye on later on into the late weekend hours and into the start of next week. We could be dealing with some rather heavy rain from what's left of Isaac. Otherwise, not bad as far as the weather pattern for the northern mid-Atlantic. After tomorrow afternoon with a few scattered showers, we're going to be dealing with dry conditions the rest of the week with temperatures ranging in the mid-80s to lower 90s and lows in the mid-60s to lower 70s. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. I'll have the latest weather information on Isaac and other developments throughout the northern Mid-Atlantic at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there.